Boop. Okay. This is going to be a stream of all time. This is going to be a stream of all time. Can't believe I'm doing it, really, to be honest with you. But it needs to happen. It needs to happen. Somebody requested that we kind of go over this, and I was like, you know what? Sure, why not? So here we are. We are going to do a presentation. Now, my face cam, I did not test this, but I just realized that it is going to cover up a lot of pie charts. You guys won't get to see all the cool pie charts that I put together, but I will read them to you. As any good meeting goer would do, I will read you the pie charts. Hello, Coral. Hello, Nafan. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. How are you all doing? Welcome, welcome. Nafan, congrats on grabbing first. Coral, thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate you both. I need to submit my own taxes as well. We're not a corrupt king here. Not a chance. I'm also going to let the ads run through first. That way, nobody gets hit with the ads right then and there. This isn't live on YouTube. This part is not going to be aired on YouTube. Part of that is because there's going to be a video, maybe, possibly about this at some point. And then also, there's going... It just doesn't fit well with YouTube content, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would totally do this on YouTube as well. Because I think it's really funny. I spent, like, the last, I guess, hour on this a little bit. 30 minutes of that hour was distracted work, but it was work nonetheless. There was a lot of cool things that I wanted to put in this presentation that I just couldn't find a way to put in. You guys gave me very, very detailed answers in some of your answers that I couldn't actually just boil it down to a couple of words. I couldn't just quickly analyze it all. So you're gonna have to bear with me here. You are going to have to bear with me. Apple iPhone presentations be like, I really debated if that was the route we were gonna go. Because I know a guy who has a green screen, and I was like, what if... Hear me out. What if we do that? I do think for Season 4, when I start getting closer to teaser time, there's a very good chance you guys will be seeing a presentation like that. I don't want to promise anything, but we got really fancy here. I didn't change the fonts, but I did change the transitions. So you guys are really getting to see where the ad revenue goes when it comes to these productions. Anytime you guys give me money or if you watch an ad, it goes to making these presentations even better. Probably. You guys, I found out some things, especially during me combing through some of these results. Some of you guys are liars. And I knew that kind of briefly looking over them a couple days ago, that you guys were liars, but I started, like, looking more in specific, and I noticed it's not really just some, it's a lot of you guys. I'm not gonna be calling out names or anything, but you know who you are. I saw quite a few people say things, and I'm like, I don't think so. I do not think so. And by don't think so, it's I know so. I know that's not true. But I'm not gonna call you out. You know who you are. Next survey I make, I'm going to make a question that says, "Are you lying?" during any of your answers, just to see if people will admit that they are liars. I think it's funny, in all honesty, but I now know better than to just trust you guys at face value. That's what I've learned out of all this, probably more than anything else. Okay. I've got one more minute till ads are done on Twitch, and then we can get into the good times. I've never done a presentation. This is a good time for me to mention. Okay, that's a lie. I have done one presentation in my entire life, and it was with my mom. Or not with my mom, but rather for my mom. She was trying to get me to get a job when I first moved to where I live now. And she wanted me to get like a very conventional job, and I just wasn't feeling it. So I put together a presentation that led me to this very point that we're at right now, where I am sitting before you giving you a presentation about King SMP. I really did not want to work a normal Walmart job. I tried to get a job at Walmart. They just didn't accept it. So I took that as a sign that I should not be working at Walmart. And so I made a presentation about streaming and about making videos to get my mom on board with it. And she yielded. She saw that I had ideas. I need to probably go back through and redo my market research at some point in time, but we'll get there when we get there. All right, hello Flames, welcome on in. Ads are over. That means it's presentation time. Hello everybody. Welcome to my presentation. My name is King Ragnog, and I am the owner and founder of King SMP. And I asked just over a week ago, maybe a little under actually, somewhere around there, about how you guys felt about King SMP. I gave you a whole bunch of feedback forms and let you guys fill it out. We had a phenomenal response, more people than I expected to really respond to the survey. And so today we are going to be shaping the future together, or something like that. So in terms of participation regarding the survey, we had 16 total responses, one typo from me, and I felt the need to say this because it is something that weighs heavily on my heart. We gotta stop Bedrock hate. Oh my gosh, it was interesting, and I will read you guys some things possibly today if I can get permission for it, but we gotta stop Bedrock hate, my gosh. Alright, so getting right into it, we gotta talk about the overall enjoyment. We had an average rating of 8.13 out of 10 stars, which means most of you are liars, and you guys can't see my mouse. Okay, sweet. As you can see here, most of you rated 10 stars. Now, there were... Or is that 7? That's 7, that's 10. I'm colorblind. I'm a little bit colorblind. Most of you rated 10 stars. Now, there was a lot of 7 stars and 8 stars as well. I think those people were more humble and probably accurate. It was very interesting to see how that broke down, though. Like I said, though, most of you 10 stars, most of you liars. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, we can discredit pretty much anything that's said after this point in terms of surveys. But I do want to go ahead and share the results with you guys because I think they're very interesting. Activity. You guys self-report your own activity. I didn't go back to fact check this. We saw high activity, really. At the time that I sent out the survey, most people regarded themselves as being active a few times a week, which means that they probably logged on once or twice a week. They didn't quite log on daily, though. However, there were a few people who did say they were daily players, and I do believe them. If I remember correctly, some of those were kind of the people that you would, when you get told, hey, King SMP, you probably thought of them as people that play on the server. There were a few people that reported as a few times a month, a few that said rarely, and then just a couple that said never. Overall, I think none of you really lied there. The brief glance I gave the survey said that you guys probably weren't lying there. Now we gotta talk about your guys' favorite features. These were features that were already within the SMP, and these were things that you guys liked or didn't like, in fact. So first off, we're going to be talking about the things that motivated you guys to log in. Now, I said to select up to 3. However, I don't think anybody actually read that I said select up to 3. So there was kind of like a little bit of this. The people who did read it and then the people who didn't read it, I could kind of take out the outliers, but I feel like that kind of removes the fun out of this, if I'm honest. So the largest reason people logging in were my live streams with 13 responses to that alone. And then tied for second place there would be hanging out with friends and building. And then coming in at third would be the farming and grinding, which means those are our 3 pillars of our community. Building, farming, hanging out with friends, and my live streams, which comes out to 4. But that's because there's a tie, and I can throw in a 4th pillar if I want. Everyone knows a 4... Actually, is that even true? I was going to say, everybody knows a 4-legged chair is stronger than a 3-legged chair. But depending on how you arrange the legs, that's not necessarily true. There were a couple of people who put in their own responses here, such as streaming, helping out, didn't because of IRL issues, which is totally valid, and then quests and just chill, really. Nobody marked PvP. Now, in terms of features that most people said that they love, the PvP toggle was probably the most beloved of those features, along with homes, TPA requests, and really, to some degree, Bedrock player support. When you average out the results, it really does come out to slightly positive, rather than just neutral. But there is a heavy hatred towards them as well. Not hatred, I would say. Hatred isn't the right word. But there are 5 boring / didn't use on that, which doesn't mean that they hated Bedrock, but that is one way you can interpret the results. Along that line as well, the PvP toggle, a little less so on the boring / didn't use. Quest was probably the most common-ish point of actually coming down to slightly negative in terms of use. People either didn't use it, felt like it needed a rework, and then there were a few people, I believe just about 3 people, that said that they use it and that we should keep it all the time. I've already been leaning towards a rework of quests, but seeing that you guys also feel a similar way, it kind of makes me a little more at ease about that. Some other interesting things that I saw here: cosmetic pets and titles pretty much split down into neutral because of your boring didn't use and your please keep use it all the time kind of people. They said the same exact amount, 5 people on each side there, and then right there in the middle you've got used but needs a rework. And NPCs was an interesting one. I kind of thought more people would say boring didn't use. It's more leaning towards a negative on that side, but it's not heavy negatives. Hello, Jorby. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for spending your taxes. I appreciate it. All right. Now, moving on to the next slide. This is where some things get a little interesting. You guys really kind of surprised me here, actually. The gameplay is not vanilla enough. Now, King SMP has always been targeted as a vanilla Minecraft experience. So we want everything to feel like it belongs in the base game. Anything that we add should feel good to use. And so you can see here, only one person rated a 10 out of 10, where most of our players actually put it at a 5. I believe it was 1 on 10, 2 on 9, 3 on 8, 3 on 7, 4 on 6, and then 5 on 5, if I did my math right. There was quite a lot of people who really felt that the gameplay was not vanilla enough, and we'll get a little deeper into that as we go. But that is something that I didn't realize. I thought, for the most part, the game felt pretty vanilla, but we'll dive into the reasonings there soon. Now, in terms of new features, this was some things that really I find interesting. In terms of events that people would like to see in the future, build competitions, seasonal festivals / holiday events, lore and story events, and base tours all took the cake in number 1 with 13 positive responses. Then coming in at second place would be the special event quests / scavenger hunts at 12 votes, and tied for third is PvP and boss fights. Then we had a couple of write-ins as well, which is more hide and seek. Somebody is neutral towards not holiday events, story events. And then there was some other small mentions there. Auction was another one. And one that was a joke feature, like one where everyone gives me free stuff. And then there was another one that we'll get into later. Now, lots of us share the same brain, so I guess that was what I found very interesting about this. There are very many people who were very like-minded, and so this is where some things get very interesting. Down here, you will see that we have rate the following considered features for Season 4. Blowing it out of the water, without a shadow of a doubt, an upgraded shopping district is highly requested with over 10 love it, please ads. And only, I believe, 1 neutral vote and a few slightly positive ideas towards it. Proximity chat is another feature, slightly more on the wary side, or neutral side rather, but it is still at 10 votes total. And then there were some other interesting things here where we saw a spread across the board, custom / upgraded train generation. I thought a lot of people would be more interested in that, just to add some uniqueness to the world, but I do believe some of that has to do with the fact that I didn't really explain what that might entail. There's some generation out there like Terralith, or possibly even adding custom biomes, which may include, like, say, amplified terrain as a biome type, for example, and you can stumble across that in the world naturally. It didn't seem like people were a huge fan of that, but they're not completely and totally against it. It actually has a slightly positive bias towards it. One thing that did surprise me heavily, though, was the resource collection world, which was interesting to me due to the fact that it is very much split slightly towards a positive bias, but it's still very in the neutral territory. And that comes down to the fact that people maybe don't know exactly what I mean by that. That means a whole different world that resets every week or 2 weeks, whatever's realistic, really there. And that world is all for looting. So it means you can get, you can go loot your own ancient cities. You can go loot your own end cities. You can loot your own trial chambers and woodland mansions and things of that nature. You can go find those and loot them yourself without having to go and say, oh, somebody already looted that one. They already looted this one, and so on and so forth. It allows you to have a more fun experience. You can take people on raids and such. So I will probably hit on that a little bit more as we talk about possibilities for that. If it's a complete and total don't add king, then we won't add it. But I do want to really make sure people understand what that could be. Another thing that I wasn't too shocked on, in all honesty, was the separate King SMP Discord server, separate King SMP Discord server. That one led more towards a slight negative bias. And that one, I think, has to do with the fact that people don't want to join more Discord servers, which is completely and totally fair. The positives I can see to that being a thing is just so that the main King Regnog Discord server that we have right now isn't just about King SMP. In fact, right now it has the King SMP logo as its picture. I really probably should change that soon because, well, you know, we're not doing King SMP anymore. Not for a while. So that was really interesting to see people kind of respond in that way towards it. But I kind of saw it coming. And then finally, I do want to touch on one more thing, or two more things really. The quest rework and the TPA rework were two things that we noticed here that had a very positive bias towards it. As you can see, two big purple bars, some green bars, and very small blue there. I believe those are from the same person, if I'm not mistaken. I did notice there were some people who across the board were not for change, and then there were some people who were definitely for change. And so seeing how that correlated was very interesting. Yes, simple voice. Simple voice is gonna be fun. I'm interested in seeing how it will work, but we will toy with that when we get there. I just love it when your bottle of water stays cold overnight. That is nice. That is very nice. All right, moving on. We've got, I think this one's a pretty basic slide. Yes. I don't have an outline in front of me, so this is all off the dome, guys. I built this in like 5 minutes, or it was actually really an hour, but it felt like 5 minutes. So beyond King SMP, because life finds a way. See, King SMP is a lot larger than itself at this current point in time. We've got ideas beyond it regarding merchandise, so things that you can bring into the real world, and things to go alongside King SMP as servers, spin-off servers. And so that's really what this is all about at this point in time. In terms of spin-off servers, most people were interested in creative building servers with 13 out of 14 votes towards it. So that means only one respondent that got this far into the survey said, I probably wouldn't use a creative building server. We had 10 out of 14 responses on this saying that large-scale event servers like Civilization, Manhunts, and the like would be interesting to them. And then half the players that responded to this question said that minigame servers sounded interesting. So, as you can tell, there is quite a lot there in terms of interest towards especially a creative server, but also the large-scale servers. We'll rework the minigame server at another point in time. That's kind of for the far-off future since it's a larger audience sort of ordeal. Genius idea, unrelated, but idea for servers I might do in the future. What if I let viewers, if I build a large enough audience, theoretically vote for members that get invited / their application accepted? That could be interesting. Yeah, you could make it democracy, so the viewers choose the next members. Hello, Exile Donuts. Welcome on in. Communism server. Now we're talking. Now, in terms of merchandise, we had a lot of people lie on this question, I feel like. The interest here says that, yes, people are interested in more merch. Now, you guys can't see it. There is a blue part of the chart, but it's 25% said yes, definitely, and 75% said maybe it depends on design price. And I did give you guys a no option, and nobody said no, which tells me there are liars amongst us, okay? There are 100% Liars amongst us. Now, who lied? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is some people are definitely not interested in merch, and this was interesting to find out. Now, do I care that they lied? No, it doesn't hurt my... It hurts my feelings more so that they lied rather than... It hurts my feelings that they lied to me rather than the fact that they aren't interested in merch. Because I know I'm not really interested in everybody's merchandise. There's nothing wrong with that. But the fact that they felt the need to lie to me makes me hurt a little bit. If the price is free, I'll buy it. Now we're talking, Coral. Put me on green. I'm not a liar. You're not a liar. Okay, we got one person that said not really. We're set now. Now everybody else is vindicated. Maybe they're lying because they don't want to tell you that their wallets are empty. Totally not me, though. I will say that is one of the things I've noticed. The way I worded the question, technically speaking, you might be interested in merch, but you can't buy it because of price reasons, which is totally fair. For people who are, I don't want to say chronically broke, although that's a term I prefer to use for myself. For people who don't have a steady flow of income, though, their answer probably should have been more not really rather than depends on price. However, I do know things like Christmas and birthdays and things like that may come around and you may go, oh, I do want to buy a shirt or a sticker sheet. It was very interesting to see how that went. I do think I will probably put out a follow-up survey, though, just because you guys lied to me. I'm going to hold this over your heads, okay? Because you guys lied to me, I will probably, more than likely, send out an extra survey just to see what you guys are interested in. Whether that be design types, like think vintage, retro, humorous shirts, things like that, or what types of merchandise you like, even like backpacks, beanies, hats, gloves, shoes, shirts, and posters, and things of that nature. I sincerely apologize for deceiving you about the contents of my wallet, sir. No, you're good. You're good. I'm just chilling. I'm joking with you guys. I am. And now we get into the specific answers. I am going to read your mean words. Now, I don't think anybody actually outright said anything mean. There were a couple of people that I think said something somewhat in a harsh way. But I thought it was very interesting, and so I did want to read some of your guys' responses, if it's okay with you guys. In specific, I'm not going to read anyone's full response here on stream, unless you filled it out and you want me to. I will not read yours out and tell you guys who said what. There were a few answers that I didn't put on here, though. Most responses came from people playing in Season 3. No surprise. 14 people put that as their response. 14 out of 16 people. Again, 14 out of 16 people put the response that they've watched videos and streams about King SMP. One answer came from King SMP Season 0, 2 from Season 1, and 6 from Season 2. So pat yourselves on the back if you've lasted from any of those points in time, really. Season 3's lasted a long time. Now we get into some specific answers here. So a lot of people, when they were asked what their favorite part of the season was, we have events, starting teams of friend groups, big builds. I wasn't there for the cool parts, but posing for screenies was fun. That made me kind of happy to hear, I guess. Creating communal areas and helping work on server projects, helping Reg build the river with everyone, giving people fish on auctions. I don't know who did that, but now I'm curious. Near the end of the server, King was constantly playing on the server, and it made me want to play the server way more. That actually is really helpful feedback, by the way. Finding out how my activity affects the server's activity is really helpful to hear for me. I know, obviously, the more I play, the more other people will play. That's just how servers work. But it was really good to hear from somebody that, hey, you playing made me want to play. So that was kind of nice. It ended, makes me sad. The builds, mostly the start and events / tasks you could do. Watching Jerv grow. The Warden event, it was fun because we were hiding and trying not to get caught. The Warden event was fun, and we will definitely have to do something like that again in the future. I should have said mean words. That would have been funny. I'm kind of tempted to do another survey at some point for streams. And I'm going to ask you guys specifically, like, roast the streams, roast the videos, like, you can say mean things. I'm not going to get hurt by it. If I ask you guys to say mean things, say mean things. What was your biggest or least favorite part or biggest frustration? And this one was interesting. Somebody said nothing memorable, really, which was interesting to me. The fact that somebody said that they don't remember things being frustrating, because this next one was very prevalent. Getting DDoSed. We were DDoSed so often. It was so stupid the amount of times we got DDoSed this season. So I'm glad somebody said something about it, and I'm glad it's something I couldn't control for the most part. That it seems to be a common trend in here, was when people often were telling me things that I couldn't control were the reason that they didn't enjoy it. It's a double-edged sword. You want to be able to fix things, but you don't want that to be the cause of people not playing, is things that you can't fix, because then it means you can't fix it, they don't want to play. So regardless of that, that was an interesting thing. It makes me feel better that I'm not the cause of players not playing, but I'm also not able to fix the cause of players not playing. Hello, Derek. Welcome on in. Thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. Quests were cool, but kind of boring. I wish you didn't have to manually select quests. I had to create a second crafting table and redo some stuff, and all of that. It was mildly annoying. I see where they're coming from on that, but to randomly finish quests would have been a whole ordeal, because you wouldn't get your rewards all the time because of it. Actually, like, if your inventory is full, it wouldn't give you the rewards. Creating a second crafting table is like a first world problem. But I respect their opinion. The IP struggles at the end, again, couldn't fix that, sadly. Some of the modded / OP tools and other items took away from the vanilla feel. 100% totally agree with that. One player here has a longer answer. It got kind of stale for me in the last year-ish, because I basically had completed most things I wanted to do as a player, with the exception of my mega base, but I couldn't really find the motivation to finish it because it was mostly just copying a schematic. Completely fair. Completing everything you want to do, again, not necessarily something I can fix. However, I can try my best in Season 4 to give people more things to do. Somebody lost their treasure shulker, which was a big frustration. The length of the season was somebody else's biggest frustration. And this next answer is very interesting to me, and I have some comments about it. Losing my stuff. It was really annoying to have to get new stuff and basically restart. The graves were so cool, and they got added because there wasn't any real consequence for death. Dying and losing my stuff made me not really want to play. Unfortunately, that is part of Minecraft, is dying. However, somebody else proceeded to say I kept dying. Completely fair. Completely fair indeed. There are some things I think we might be able to try to fix, and maybe we can play around with at some point in time. One idea I have in specific is, like, okay, what if I want to try to set up a way that we can, like, have players almost choose what difficulty they want to play on. So they'd get behind the scenes status effects, basically. So if they picked easy mode, then the game's going to play like it's on easy mode. So mobs are going to only do the amount of damage they would do on easy mode. They'd only lose amount of food that they lose on easy mode, things like that. I don't know if that's possible, but letting each player choose their own individual difficulty would be interesting. I don't know if that's a popular enough thing that people would be interested in. I think the vast majority of players would be mad to not be playing on the same difficulty as each other. So I don't know. That's a possibly... I might be shaking the boat a little bit too much on that one. That one I can't read out loud. Burnout and running out of things to do, such as milestones to hit or new quests. In that case, burnout, totally get it. Milestones and quests are kind of difficult. On one hand, yes, I can keep adding quests and I can keep adding milestones to make people want to keep playing. However, at the end of the day, Minecraft is a game about what you want to do, not about what it sets out for you to do. So my hope for next season is that we can create some ways that people can introduce new things that they want to do rather than what we're just telling them to do. In this one, somebody else said bionics. Okay. Okay. That's a great response. Just my least favorite was the bugs and TP not working correctly. TP was working correctly. I don't know who wasn't having luck with TPs, but it definitely was working because I used it a lot at the end. So don't know how to respond to that. Now, here's where things get really interesting. This is where the duality comes into play. So we just heard that Graves made things really fun. We heard that quests made things at least enjoyable, but because we didn't ever add more, that it was bad. What makes things unvanilla? Titles, graves, and claims, but not all in a bad way. Limited homes and claims. The mods felt unvanilla, such as claims of teleport. However, quests felt certainly unvanilla. That's one way to word it. I honestly loved that you could sit on others, in parentheses, not like that. And it was a good feature to add. I love your guys' responses. Oh my gosh. Modded / OP tools and special non-vanilla items. TPing and /spawn or /home. Nothing. The item shards and NPCs to trade with made it feel similar to a server that was less vanilla inclined. I prefer the old quest system. Quests and NPCs, they were cool overall, but some of the rewards for quests like custom items felt weird. I like quests and think they should honestly stay into next season. I think, however, they should give cosmetic points or very few rewards. TPs, teleporting. Nothing felt too unvanilla or extreme from an SMP point of view. That's a very nuanced take. I respect it. I don't have a good answer for this. I respect people's honesty in that question, honestly, okay? Everybody can all agree that TPs felt unvanilla. I'm really happy to hear that. But then you have like the people who are like, I don't have an answer for this. Or the very nuanced take of nothing felt unvanilla or too extreme, which is fair. Common denominator there though, TPs were an issue. For the feel of the server that we're going for. Custom items and TPs. Custom items I was hesitant to add anyway, but TPs was something that we had a lot of pushback on. I did try to remove the TPs sort of at one point. I made a heavy cooldown on it so that people would actually not utilize it a lot. and we still had a lot of pushback on that one. People were up in arms over it. So it's interesting to see people say that they feel like it feels on vanilla and then defend it so heavily. And I don't know, maybe it was just a loud minority that were heavily pushing for TPs. Or maybe it's just the cooldown was frustrating them because they knew they could TP usually. And so removing it altogether might fix it. I don't know what the answer is to that yet. I could TPA to someone with a slash title, and I'd have to remove the title and the user to TPA successfully. Yes, that is a bug. If they were the only person with that title, you could actually remove their full name and just leave the title, and it would TP to them as well. But yes, that was a known issue. I did forget about that one. Additional comments in regards to server features and mechanics. Let's see. I didn't play, so it's hard to answer these server-related questions. Completely fair. Selected didn't use for that reason. That would probably be... I could probably remove all their didn't use then on a lot of those, and we may see that it's not as bad as we thought it was. Like, for example, TP requests had one boring slash didn't use. Same thing with homes, and that would remove some of that, I suppose. So I may go through and redo that on some of that as well. I play on Java, if you couldn't tell from my proximity chat answer. A lot of people really are excited about proximity chat possibly coming. Somebody said no comment. For me personally, I prefer a more vanilla experience with some exceptions, such as TPA and maybe quests if they were kept more vanilla in terms of the rewards. I feel like pets don't fit into vanilla. I like my warden pet, but it doesn't feel very vanilla. That's completely fair. I do think some of our pets probably were a little exaggerated, to say the least. It was fun. Didn't use any features from Season 3. That's interesting. I guess if they were newer, they probably didn't utilize it. But I was going to say, like, to fully avoid all of those features would be crazy. Shop griefing / stealing was a major issue, I feel, and wasted or took up a lot of staff time if you even catch it in the first place. Yes, I agree there. I don't know if you can add this, but more weapons and armor, like, for example, scythe, longsword, a mace. Again, the duality of man. Very interesting to see here. A lot of people were saying custom items were bad. And then this person is saying more custom items, please. It's very interesting to see. Yes, I could technically add it. I have plugins that edit attributes on things, so I could add a sword with different power to it, but probably won't. Now, there may be some items that we get that will have custom textures on the server, because that is going to be something I'd like to play around with, but Bedrock won't be able to see them. But it probably won't have any special ability to it necessarily. Most players felt that the server was very welcoming, with a 50% response to that. And then 43% of players said somewhat, and then 1 said neutral. And when asked about events, community activities, and what they enjoyed the most, building, grinding, resource gathering, auctions, and hide and seek, the Deep Dark event was missed, and the scavenger hunt event wasn't even that memorable. I kind of agree. I forgot we did a scavenger hunt event. I think we probably should have done some other things with it, but we've lived and we've learned. Hide and seek is a very common one that I've seen here. Build battle, hide and seek, warden, auctions, hide and seek, build battle. Scavengers one was a good idea. We just didn't have the server resources. Hide and seek and auctions. Hide and seek, auctions. Hide and seek was cool. Auctions were also cool because it's like gambling, add gambling events. The end. I really enjoyed the events and the early development process and server builds. Hide and seek, warden, auction, build battle. As you can tell, there's some fan favorites there, especially with the auctions, which we will continue to do. If you were to change one thing about King SMP, what would it be? Better anti-cheat. Make it forever world rather than seasonal. That is the plan. It has its flaws, but there's nothing I can think of right now. Improve quests, more vanilla oriented. Have PvP more open to drive conflict and create more fun. Again, very out there answer compared to some of our other answers. A smaller border was an interesting answer I didn't expect to see. No possible resource world for King SMP Season 4. I might look into who wrote that one and just ask them a little bit about that, because I am curious. I'm very curious about that. Events, I felt like there needed to be more events and just better events. Also updating quests. It leaving is for a year. I don't know what they were saying there. A lot of I don't knows are going to be in this. That's true. The quest system, not applicable. If you could add one major feature for next season, what would it be? PvP being on all the time. Voice/proximity chat. Proximity chat and a less overworked king. Whoever wrote that is looking for brownie points. Dude, I don't know. That's so real. That is so real. Whoever wrote that, I appreciate your honesty. Simple voice chat, custom enchants that require XP, and a rework of spawners. Some people really want to lean into the unvanilla aspect, which is interesting. A town system. Story, I like the idea of quests having storylines and stuff, and possibly having boss fights and dungeons involved. Voice chat for Bedrock and Java. There's a way to do it with Bedrock, sort of, but it's not good. So maybe, but probably not. But for Java, we could definitely make something happen there. I don't know. I have no ideas. More weapons and bosses. More custom items achieved either through quests or from the shops. The only custom items that, I will say this, the only custom items we'll add probably will have a custom texture and maybe a custom lore, but it won't have custom abilities or enchants or anything like that. A lot of the times what we see with those is people abuse those items and such, and it's impossible for us to fix. So if we find that a weapon that we added was overpowered, it's impossible for us to get back all those weapons that people did have. So there's people that have outdated weapons that are way too overpowered, and we can't fix it. There's a lot of work there for a server that really isn't based around PvP whatsoever. Now, maybe we'll add special weapons that do more damage to certain bosses if we do boss fights. I don't know if that's going to be a thing we'll do necessarily, but it is something I'd like to lean into, possibly. Is it too late to make a suggestion? It is never too late to make a suggestion. Let's see. Everybody that answered the survey was willing to give me their name and their feedback, or the ability to reach out for feedback, and they were interested in beta testing as well. Now, in terms of anything else that they would like us to know, somebody wanted to say that they were Walter Hartwell White, and I think they literally just copy and pasted the entire intro script. Okay. Thanks for having the server up. I wish I would have joined earlier, but I still had a lot of fun. Hi. Regardless, for next season, definitely won't be able to be as active as my prime, but I will likely play a lot. Regardless, skibbity. If you want to add on to anything, feel free, because I could yap for hours. I also offer my full help in anything you need for King SMP. I want to see the server be made as soon as possible. I'm open for whatever. I just need a heads up. No, bye. Nope. When will Season 4 open on? 2 words, tool trims. I would like tool trims, and there may be a possibility of us finding a way to add it. It just depends on how it runs on servers. I do think it would be cool, though. We'll see. Outside of that, join the Discord. More surveys are coming soon. So, if you guys haven't already, this is just my quick little plug. If you want to be a part of these kind of surveys in the future, it did that through my bot account. Okay, well, that's not quite what I meant. If you want to be a part of the Discord and be a part of these surveys in the future, join the Discord. It is linked right there in the chat. Apparently not. Why is it not pasting in the Discord link? What the heck? It's linked in the panels. You can find it down there. Imagine me rolling up with full charge trims and silence armor. That's what you call tough? Yes. Charge tools and silence armor. Let's go. I think that's a wonderful idea. I'd like to. It's just, it all depends on how it will run and play nice with Bedrock. If it will, it may not. Who knows? Okay. I think it is just about time for us to go ahead and start playing a little bit of Hypixel. So bear with me here as I get some things set up. And we'll be getting into the game very soon. Let's also go ahead and turn off the presentation. Boop. Okay. F11. Close. Close. And I need to work on the titles. Boop. Okay. Okay, Minecraft. I know you really want my attention right now, but we need this. There we go. Hypixel with you. Boop. By the way, my name is back to just Jorby now. Hey, let's go, Jorby. Glad to hear it. I know that was gonna bug you for a while if it didn't get fixed, so I'm glad. Hypixel with you. Okay, I think if I do exclamation mark Hypixel, is that what I called it? I don't know. Minecraft. And that's good enough. Okay. All right. As soon as Minecraft loads, we will be good to go and YouTube stream can start. Give it like a long second. Okay. Boop. All right, YouTube, welcome on in. Twitch and I have had a nice heart-to-heart for like the last hour or so about how everybody is a liar. We went over the King SMP survey results. And now we're here to play some Hypixel with everybody. So if you guys would like to play, do exclamation mark Hypixel. It will give you like a little blurb about how to join, I believe, if I finished setting that up. I'm like 99% sure I finished setting that up. So you guys can do that. Hop in the game. If you want to play with me, let me know. Tell me what your name is, and I will invite you to a party. But in the meantime, we'll just be chilling. Oh, I don't want to do that. Never mind. Never mind. King, is that you? It's me. How's it going, Spicy? Welcome on in. I'm banned from Hypixel for being too hot. That's based. That is so based. Let's turn off my shaders. There we go. I'm gonna play BedWars because somebody once asked me, like, hey, you should play BedWars. And I just like showing you guys how bad I am at it. I'm not good at BedWars by any means, and I want to prove it. So all I had to do was do it myself, and by do it myself, I mean sit around for a month and change some letters on a website. You know, that is a lot of work, though. to actually remember to do that is... It's impressive, I won't lie. It is very impressive. I can't remember anything. So... Alright. You ready for this, guys? We did win a BedWars game last stream. Last Hypixel stream. So, like, technically speaking, I could do it again. I could do it again. Bup, bup. Bup, bup, bup. Bup, 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 bup. Okay. In my defense, guys, this is my first game. I'm a little rusty, okay? It's my first game today. I'm very rusty. Get wrecked. Okay. Come on. Okay. We're gonna be doing back and forth for a while, I think. Yep, that's what we're gonna be doing. Alright. I see you. I see you. Come on. You don't have any blocks. Okay, and why Gus wanted to link to one of... Wait, what? Why Gus wanted to link to one of those stories. You're gonna beat me anyway, but that's fine. I can't click as fast as these people. I got like 7 CPS. So like, I don't know. I can't even say anything, man. Bro. Oh, I meant to grab the armor. Oh well. I should put those in my ender chest since I don't have a team. He better not come for me. I just want the diamonds. That's all I want. He's coming for me. Okay. Come on. I see that TNT. Come on. Okay. Give me 1 sec. I gotta die like a man. I gotta die like a man. Come on. Yep. You're gonna hit me with your fists. Don't hit me with my... Don't hit me with your fist. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Just Jorby. There you go. Let's see. Oh, I see. I'm doing while I reacted to an animated story for my stream. I want to know who's out. Okay. I see. Okay. We'll play again. Random map. Oh. Hold on. We got hop in duos. I'm sorry. I was like, why can't we play? It's cause we gotta be in the right game mode. Gosh. There we go. Just mad that was like best stream retention I've ever gotten. That's so fair. The most stupid videos and streams I've ever done tend to have the best retention, and I don't get it. I really don't. By all means, I should not have some retention on some of those streams. WDuo, not gonna lie. You're gonna have to carry, dude. This is 1.8 PvP. I suck at it. 1.9 I'm okay in, but 1.8 sucks. So you got it, dude. I'm gonna assume you're better at it than me. Let's see. I make content of me playing a game or whatever that borderline flops, and I react to that content. I pull wild retention. Probably. It's kind of wild, but that is very common, I guess. I don't know. We've already got a team on our butt. They already died. Okay, they're coming for us. Do you play anything other than BedWars? My guy? Do you play anything other than BedWars? Do you go outside? Do you touch grass? I don't think you do. Okay. Bro's more sweaty than, like, high school gym class. Expect I'm gonna milk it next stream. You know, I respect it. I do. I respect it. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. And they're making you do it. You have no choice. Alright, come on. I'm really low. Hello, Enderman. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Oh. I thought I was gonna sneak up on him there. It's okay. I was pretty useless on that low health anyway. Okay, we need to, like... need one more gold. Hang on. There we go. Alright. Come on. He's got more TNT, doesn't he? Okay, I knocked him off a little bit. Dang it. Okay. These are the cards that we've been dealt in life. We gotta work with it. They're coming to finish the job. I was so close on one of those. Okay. Little bro needs to use his mom's credit card to get more games. Probably. If you would, you are wait. I'm sorry, what? If you would, you are looking for a new realm or SMP, join mine, you'll be owner. I I appreciate the offer, but I'm gonna be taking a little bit of a break from running SMPs and being a part of SMPs probably for a little bit. The reason just being I ran the last season of King SMP for like 2.5 years. And I'm also part of another SMP right now. I'm not like burnt out on SMPs, but I've learned to have an acquired taste. And so I know what I want in an SMP right now. And so I'm just gonna hold off on joining any for a little bit. That's nothing against anyone. I think all SMPs are pretty cool. I just definitely have my own preferences now. The redcoats are coming. The redcoats! The redcoats! Okay, I got 2 diamonds. I don't know what I'm gonna put them into yet. Reinforced armor it is. Okay. Is that the most fantastic choice I've ever made? Not necessarily. But, it was definitely a choice. You can't have it. It's mine. It's actually the Voids now. Okay. Bop. 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 Okay, they're coming still. He's already kind of low. And he's got TNT. Dang it. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Pink is gonna go take care of our red issue, but that means they may come back. Okay. There's Pink doing the Lord's will. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. I gotta go real quick. No, you're all good, dude. You're all good. I'm gonna lurk. Go for a walk. All right, sounds good, Spicy. Go enjoy your walk. Thanks for hanging out, though. I appreciate it, dude. Okay, let's see. What can I do to not get absolutely obliterated right now? You guys probably have no hope for me. But that's okay. I'm still standing. Somehow. We could probably get his bed. This is like our best chance to do it, in all honesty. Also get ourselves an iron sword instead. I think I saw wood over there as well, so we gotta get an axe of some sort as well. These generators are so slow, I swear. Crap. Excuse me, I dropped it. I pressed Q. Me and my fat fingers. I got so confused. I was like, how did I end up with a wood sword? I was using some stupid. That's exactly why. There's my daily reward there, by the way. We are gonna win at least one. I feel like we have to win one. You cannot be in... Oh. There we go. I need to get my music playlist set up for mini games. I know exactly which music I'm gonna pick because I've got a creator safe playlist that I use for a lot of my videos, and there's some good mini game music on there as well. So I'll definitely pull that up at some point in time. We'll get there when we get there, though. Already? My guy, you have no life. Like, did you go to school today? Like... Bro's build speed is crazy. That's the wrong villager. I'm gonna die anyway, but I'm gonna spend a bunch of stuff. Okay. Oh, no way. You deserved it. You deserved it. Bro fumbled that one so badly. Oh my gosh. I don't even care that I died. I just felt like he deserved that. That's all. Hello, Jamal. Welcome on in. Welcome back, rather. Hope you're doing well. Hypixel, could you please stop telling me to pick my daily reward up? I really don't want to. I know I'm a monster, but I really don't want to. Why won't you add me? I don't add people on Discord, like, ever. Because I have a lot of people added, and I'm trying to keep the friends list down below 100. And it is really high right now. And that's just because a lot of people friend me, and then they get hacked, and then there was no reason for them to friend me anyway. If there's something that you need to contact me about, I'd recommend doing it through tickets, but I don't add anybody on Discord, like, ever. What's a ticket? So in Discord, I have a place that you guys can submit all the tickets. So if you ever have an issue, or if you need to contact me privately because it's a business opportunity or something, you can go there, and it's a private channel that only you and I and the moderators are able to talk in, so that we can discuss whatever's going on. So if you need to report a suspicious person, if you need to talk to me about something in specific because I don't know, you just need to, then it's all there. I keep buying those dumb swords. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is distance. I have a deal. I see. Okay, in that case, yeah, you'll want to make a ticket. It is in the Discord. It's got its own category about it, I believe. But if it doesn't, it definitely has its own channel. I already lost my sword. I get so far, and then I do that. Okay, we don't need to buy a new sword, because we got that. There we go. Did I almost do a stupid? Yes, but did I? Well, I did, but I stopped myself. There we go. Okay, A little more damage never killed anyone. Okay, let's see. I think it's a good deal. In that case, yeah, definitely hit me up in the tickets and let me know. I can't promise you whether it'll go one way or the other. But, I'm always willing to hear people out. Okay. Okay. We're going back for diamonds. The joke. I don't see a joke, but I will check to see if maybe, YouTube held it or something. You promote my YouTube and I give you my love. Oh, I see. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. I'm sorry. Oh, I killed him. I didn't know that was his last life. I feel kind of bad now. Really good deal, guys. Honestly, though, I can't think of a better deal. I think this is a mutually beneficial deal. In fact, I'm not being chased, am I? I'm not. Okay. Go ahead and pick up the diamonds or the emeralds one more time. They're not ready. Okay. Oh, my bed's gone. Maybe. Crap. Come on, bro. Come on out. Come on. Bro, come on. Come on. Don't overthink this. Don't overthink this. Just come on. Oh, he's so low. He was so low. Oh. And then somebody else swooped in and killed him, man. Had I survived that, I think I would have been tanked out. Jump off. If I jumped off, I would have... That would have been really funny. It would have been really, really funny. I love shout out. Honestly, I think I would have had... I think I would have gotten the most beautiful payment in the world, in all honesty. Not everybody can say that they're loved by Oddly Fox, so... Minecraft, we are a player, and players are... Players are what? I don't know what in the world I'm doing. Okay, I'm already being rushed. Come on. Just, like, let's get it over with. Really fast. There we go. Come on. I'm going to make you come to me. Yes, you are attacking me. I'm going to wait for you to come here. That is how this works. And if you think it's going to go any other way, you are sorely mistaken. You don't have enough blocks. You're just a chicken. You don't have enough blocks. I'm getting myself an iron sword. Yep, he didn't have enough blocks. No, he did. And he still died. He got the jump on me and he still died. How? Okay. You know, that is neither here nor there. What I will prove my dominance with is a little bit of endstone. Because my guy does not have the resources to deal with that. Now what? Where's the end chest? There it is. Boop, boop. Let's get a bunch of iron. Put that away, put that away, put that away, put that away. You came back, didn't you? Where are you? Yellow's here. Or they're trying to get here anyway. Oh, crap. I don't know if I'm gonna spawn back in time or not. Those are my resources. Don't touch my resources. Where are you? Where'd bro go? Where did bro go? Sorry, what? They couldn't have gone home. Okay. We're playing hide and seek now. I see. Where are you? Off my island. I don't know what's going on, guys. I love my mom and my dad, my sibling not. My girlfriend lying about hating my girl and King. Hope she doesn't see that and kill me. She's gonna kill you, dude. You messed up. Sorry to say it, but you messed up. Okay, this looks like a problem. This is a problem. That is a problem. Oh boy. What is bro's... Okay, I was gonna say, what is bro's plan exactly here? I just killed... Okay, I just eliminated that team. Everything is fine. A bow would be really nice. I won't lie. Good night, Oddly Fox. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it, dude. Let's... Get myself a gapple. Okay. Well, I am now free to roam however far I want to go. Red is the only one with a bed. So we just got to really watch out for them. The rest of us are going to just try to gear up and tank it. So we should be okay. I'm not going over there right now. Diamonds are nice, but that's not really going to do me much good, is it? I don't know. We'll see. Alright, team upgrades. I'm thinking, let's get sharpened swords. And then I'm thinking, what can we get in terms of utility here? We could do, like... I got TNT, which is nice, but that's not... Do a couple of fireballs. We'll get myself a nice bow. A few arrows. Yeah. There we go. Okay, and I need more wool. There we go. We should be fine, right, guys? What in the... Did I get shot? Did I get shot? I'm sorry, what? Was I shot? Who killed me? Spintown. I was way over there. There's no way. I mean, maybe. Maybe he shot me. I don't know. I kind of... Okay. Is he cheating, maybe? I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. I'm not invested enough to find out. I'm not invested enough to find out. It didn't sound like I was shot. I would have been impressed had he shot me. I don't know. Oh well. Is what it is. Okay, just checking out my neighbor over there. They are already trying to come for me. Or they were. I don't know if they still are. Let me just upgrade my armor really quick. Yep, there they are. I miss when BedWars was a slower paced game. I really do. The game was just so much more enjoyable, but now it's like, it's become a sweat fest. I don't know, that's just not as enjoyable to me. I mean, that guy wasn't sweaty by any means. But he wasn't like... He was trying to be. That was the whole thing. That's my philosophy. If you're trying to be a sweat, I'm going to show you to not be a sweat. Not that I really can sweat as good as anyone else, but, you know, it's whatever. Alright, let's upgrade my armor, because I'm going to need it. Boop. Okay, where's the diamond gin? The diamond gin is just across the way. Well, since my neighbor's gone, I can go straight to the gin. Actually, wait a minute. Our gin between... No, it's shared between them. Okay, I was going to say, if that was shared between us, we'd be fine, but I gotta get rid of green, because they're coming for me. I saw him fall and I was like, oh, that's so funny. Noob the noob fell, and then I fell, so, you know. What goes around comes around. I shouldn't have laughed. That was my bad. Oh, crap. Okay. I was really gonna just try to juke him and go to his bed, but it didn't work out. Boop, boop. Oh, I actually really messed that up. Wow. I should have gone for his bed. I don't know why I didn't. There was some part of me that felt merciful. I don't know. That's what we'll go with. I'm actually not doing too bad. I'm not doing too bad with PvP today. It's not terrible. It's not great. Yeah, bro, how's your day going? It's going pretty well. How about yourself, Retro Gaming? Good to see you. It's been a long day, but it's been a good day. I guess I haven't told you guys about my long nights. Last night, I was trying to sleep. And I didn't have a whole lot of luck. I was laying there, really tired, couldn't fall asleep, whatever, you know. That kept continuing on and on and on. And, I just couldn't get comfortable, basically. So I laid there. And eventually, I got up. I was like, okay, I'll move around for a little bit, see if that helps. Because your body, you know, if it doesn't want to sleep, it won't sleep. That's just how that goes. Okay, yellow's coming for me already. What has yellow got on their bed? Okay, just wool. So I decided that I was going to get up. I checked what time it was. It was like almost 3 in the morning. And so I decided that I was going to set up my alarm, get it all fixed up. Hopefully I was going to be fine. And, you know, whatever happens, happens. I get back in bed and I can hear somebody playing guitar. How? No clue. Because it's 3 in the morning. Nobody should be playing guitar at 3 in the morning. You're coming at me with a wood sword, bro. I still got him. I still got you. I still got you. Okay. Hello, Gojo. Welcome on in. I could hear guitar, so I searched the house because I knew in my head there's no way somebody's playing guitar at this hour. But I had to prove it to myself that there was nobody playing guitar at that hour. So I searched the whole house. Of course, nobody's playing guitar. I just hallucinated somebody playing guitar, I guess. So that was the thing. You're gonna drop TNT on me? That's wild. Now what? You gonna drop more TNT? Do you even have more TNT? I don't know what bro's doing, to be honest with you. He was low. He was really low. Okay. Do I have more iron? I want to make another fireball. That was fun. I kind of went a little early there. Give me a second. Okay. I don't have enough time. All right, bro. Come on. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because I'm coming for you. Come on. I'm going to cut off your toes and eat them like pickles. Come on. Goodbye. Oh. Oh, dude, you saved yourself. Oh. I feel bad for him now. Like, I kind of was rooting for him at that moment. Let me go ahead and, like, eat a gapple really quick. I need to save up all those fireballs. Oop. When are you going to learn? When are you going to learn? I don't want to fight this guy, but he won't leave me alone. Well, you tried. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you chose this. Okay. He was at 0. I can get him so low. I just can't seem to kill him. Bro, I want to ask a question. How do I get shaders in Minecraft Android? Minecraft Android is Bedrock Edition. So if you go to in the graphics settings, there's a section called Vibrant Visuals. In that section, you should be able to select Vibrant Visuals if your device can support it. However, a lot of Bedrock devices aren't able to. Mobile has some issues. Where's yellow? Where's he at? I don't know. So you'll have to look and see if it doesn't allow you to enable it, it means your device isn't able to support it. But most modern phones, anything that's come out within like the last 3 years or so, should be able to run Vibrant Visuals no problem. Okay, Diamond Gin. Where is the Diamond Gin? That's Emerald. Where's Diamond? Diamond's over there, I see. Okay. Aqua's dead. That could be all mine over there. Blue's also around, so I gotta be careful of them. I might go ahead and try to wipe them really quick. Okay. Before I get absolutely murdered, let's just go ahead and buy that. Okay. I see somebody coming from my bed, I think. Maybe I don't. I think I'm blind. Okay. I actually have a tutorial on my channel, Marsha, about shaders on Bedrock. Let's see. Okay. So that's one of my spots. One of my diamond gens, pretty much safe now. Sacrifice of wool to the void, I guess. I don't know. I want to go grab that one now. Okay, there goes my bed. I'm so lucky to be alive right now. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. All right, I need I'm gonna grab some reinforced armor and feather falling, I guess. Okay. So Gray is trying to make this game end a lot faster, which is fair. I respect it. This is fine. Let's come back over here. I'm gonna grab more diamonds. And then that puts us at 5. Let me go ahead and just check this guy's chest. He may be doing what I did instinctually and putting his diamonds away. I can't open that. Blue team's dead. Oh, blue team wasn't dead. I thought blue team was dead. Okay, I don't need your swords. Sorry, man. Okay. So now I have 6 diamonds because I got one in my own chest. So I'm from Malaysia. Nice. That's awesome. We got people from all over the world that watch. So it's always cool to hear where people are from. Got 6, so that means I've got 7. Boop. Let's do more reinforced armor. And then I'm thinking we'll create a heal pool. And since it's just me versus Gray right now, I need to get moving. Okay. Let's make ourselves... I didn't mean to make TNT, but we'll need it, I'm sure. Okay. Make a couple of fireballs. You know what? Let's make a few Dream Defenders as well. I guess just 1. I really want 2 though, so can I make another one, please? Boop. Boop. Okay. I need more iron. Okay. Okay, what was I doing? Tools, right? He's going that way. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go all the way around. We'll take the long way, and I'll try to get to his base over there. If I can. About 4. More haste. He's got like no protection on his bed. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to hide. Come back here for a minute. Grab some magic milk. I'm burning everything, man. Okay, he just added that. So, my TNT is suddenly useless. Okay, my TNT is no longer useless. My axe will be, though, so we can put that there. Okay. I'm gonna let him figure out where he's going. He doesn't know I'm here. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. That was the wrong hotkey. Hello, Peter Parker. Hello, Chandra. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Does he know I know, or does he think he knows that he knows where I know? Hello, Lou Havan. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Bro knows I'm here. How does he know I'm here? That is the question. Because he's trying to make it look probable that he just somehow found out I'm here. I keep pressing the wrong hotkey. No. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. Whatever happens, happens. I don't care. There's a hole there. There's a hole there. Oh. We had a really good shot, guys. We had a really good shot. Hello, Hansa. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Man, I threw so hard. We were kind of doing good, too. I'm not a good BedWars player by any means, but we were doing decent. Man. That is a bummer. Okay. Da-da-da. That is ugly. Why am I doing it that way? That's fine. Okay. Anyone else trying to rush? No? Okay. Good. I really hate rushing in BedWars, but so many people do it, so I have to do it sometimes. Just to defend myself. Yep, see? Lag. Holy lag, Batman. What was that? What was that? Ah. My Minecraft doesn't support vibrant visuals. That's a bummer. I'm sorry. Yeah, a lot of Android phones don't. I forget which versions especially support vibrant visuals and which ones don't. But it was because so many different phones use the Android operating system, it's hard to say with full certainty. So I don't even know what I could tell you which phone to go find and see, or which tablet for that matter. Which ones work and which ones don't. I know most new Samsung devices have it. Samsung, but I don't know which ones. Same thing with Apple. I don't even know the Apple devices, and I find that they're a little easier to figure out because it's like, I think it was anything released basically after, was it 2018 that I said in the video? I don't remember. Maybe that's a little bit off, but basically, after a certain year, Apple just stops integrating the old technology, and so they do the new ones. So it's really easy to keep track of that one, but with Android, anyone that wants to make a phone using the Android operating system pretty much can. And so you have people who will make the cheapest possible phone because there are some people who just need a cheap phone, something that works. Nothing wrong with that. But it does make it confusing when you're looking into hardware specifications and stuff. Look, I know I turned down adopting a child, but you were to start a family? Dude, I'm unfunny. That's crazy. That is actually insane spicy. It's funny, though. Really funny. Buy a fireball? More than likely will happen here in a couple of seconds. I need more iron. Fireball. Okay. Blue already lost their bed. Gray looks like they're gonna be a pain in my butt, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be for long. I don't know, I'm gonna go... I'm just gonna connect us all up really quick because I want their diamonds. I don't know if I'll be able to make it back. That is one thing I'm sort of realizing here. Ah, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm still standing. Okay. I don't know how I'm alive, but I'm gonna make a heal pool really quick. Let's see, just do heal pool, sharpness, and let's go ahead and go with like an iron forge really quick, just so I can get a little bit more fireball. And I need more wool. There we go. Oh. Okay. Blue's dead. Okay, so that means that's all my diamonds right there. Let's see. My 3D printer broke. First the hot end overheated, and it just kept doing that. Then it wouldn't get hot, and now the heating. Aw, dude, I'm sorry. That's unfortunate. Let me get it, or get AK1C. Okay. My 3D printer had the temperature runoff issue, where it wouldn't get hot enough, and then it would get too hot, and you can never seem to get it just perfect. I had that issue for the longest time. I still have it technically, I just can't fix it. So I just have to create optimal conditions to sort of make it tolerable. So right now it's not out of commission, but it's basically as good as that, in all honesty. Do you know Wallabear? I do know who Wallabear is, but I don't know Wallabear personally. Let's see. There's a chance to shred the bed. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, Gray no longer has a bed. So I'm kind of thinking we kind of go over here. I love that. That is awesome. I'm gonna take their diamonds. I've never seen anybody build a bridge out of compact towers, but I respect it. I wasn't even paying attention. Man. I can't be mad about that. That was all on me. That was all on me. There we go. Use fireball if you want to destroy the player's bed. Well, you kind of gotta get to their bed first. Because you still gotta break it with your hand. But yeah, if you're wanting to get to their bed, yeah. Oh, crap. I was so close on that, too. I hate 1.8 PvP, dude. Can I take a minute to hate on that for a second? Just for a little bit. That. Okay. Let's just focus on getting some upgrades really quick. I should really get some emeralds, but I don't really want to. I don't know. So I'm not going to. I'm just gonna do that. Okay. I don't want to place blocks there. I could just start spawning emeralds here. I'm kind of thinking reinforced armor is the play, though. Yeah. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here. Let's see. I did get it for free, so it's still worth it. Fix it. That's true. You're not out an entire printer, which is nice. Just a little bit, if anything, that you put into repairing it, which I seem to remember you saying that you didn't have to actually put any money into it or something like that, maybe? I don't know. That sounds right in my head, but I could be incorrect. I'm not gonna risk it with 7 diamonds. I just want to see if I can pick up an emerald or two. Okay, emerald or 2. Complete. Thank you. Okay. I want... Crap. I made that decision a second too late. I made that decision a second too late, man. Okay. Are you still single? If so, I can change my prediction. Yeah, you can change your prediction, man. And yes, I am still single, so. Okay, with 5 diamonds here, I can't quite make myself spawn emeralds. So I may just go ahead and grab one more then. That fireball ended up saving me a little bit. My new prediction is when the sun burns out. That's wild. That's actually insane. Okay. Oh, it's just me and them. That's why they're coming after me. I'm like, okay, this is weird. I'm just gonna leave then. Do I have the means for... I don't. Okay. I need better armor to take them. There we go. Gapple. Gapple will be a good one, yes. I will get myself a Gapple soon. I've got so many things I need to do, though. First things first. Let's go ahead and... yeah, we'll go ahead and grab that. And then... go Miner Maniac. Armor. Diamond armor. Okay. Alright, let's go boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Alright, let's clean up my inventory a little bit here.
Hello there.
Thank you for subscribing, I appreciate it. Thank you. We'll call that good. Let's see. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Okay. Let's go back and... I'll give them this. They're very tricky. They're very, very tricky. I did not expect to see them there, and had they stayed still for a little bit longer, I would have probably gotten killed by them. That was funny. That was really, really funny. Okay, Boop. Oh. I love that they're having fun with this, at least. I'm having fun, too. Okay. I got nothing. I got nothing. I need more fireballs really quick. And more of those. Okay. I mean, their bed can't be that easy, can it? It looks easy, but I I really should have bought an ender pearl while I was over there. Oh well. Okay. Let me buy a pearl over here. And then magic milk. Okay. I'm not gonna need... What else can I buy while I'm over here? Potions. Buy an invisibility pot and... I don't know. Diamond sword. There we go. For how long? Like 30 seconds, I think. Where's pink? Way across the way? They're way across the way. Okay. I swear, if you put down another compact tower... I called it. I knew it. I knew they were gonna do that to me. They're so silly. I love it. Really fast. Really, really fast. I don't... There we go. Okay. I need to make a couple of adjustments to my strat here. Boop. And, I guess, like, some TNT would be nice. And then, what was the other thing I wanted? Another ender pearl. There we go. Okay. This works. I have no clue what to expect when I get there. I'm expecting a troll play, though. I'm not gonna lie. Come on, go, 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 land, land! Oh! Okay, that was good. That was good. That was a fun play style. that was really fun. Hello, Hat. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. The fact that they fell off at the end, though, I felt bad, man. I felt bad. They really probably should have won. I think they were just toying with me, in all honesty. But, it was still fun. It was still fun. Look at that one daily win. Ah, jeez. Nope, do not. Not right now. I remember Mineplex got Cake Wars. I was such a sweat. That was the last time I was good at Minecraft. That's fair. I'm not good at BedWars. I do okay. Today is like one of my better days comparatively to most other days. You put me on any mini game that's PvP oriented and it's not gonna go well. That's for sure. That is for sure. I don't know why, I just felt like doing parkour all of a sudden. Let's see. That wasn't a bad game, though. Could have done a lot worse, that's for sure. That is checkpoint, right? Yeah, okay. But PvP, I am not great at. Now, when it comes to, like, parkour, I'm decent at it. Now, this parkour, not so much. I'm good at, like, technical parkour, like, say, on MCC Island, if you ever play there, playing, like, Parkour Warrior. I love Parkour Warrior. But PvP game modes, whether it's 1.8 or 1.9, not a chance. It is the death of me. I'm gonna assume it's up. I don't know. It just makes for a safe assumption. Can't go forward, go up. That's my method, I think. I remember there used to be a spot in the parkour that lagged really badly on one of my clients, and I don't remember which one. But it was because of crossing a certain chunk boundary would load in something else that caused my computer to have a frame drop. And it was very consistent, and all my friends had the same issue. And I can't remember which parkour it was and how it got fixed, if it ever did. Can you not make that jump? Okay, that one was just me being stupid. Twice. Up, 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 up. Okay. Okay, you can definitely make it. It's just how do you make it? That is the question. I really want to do it. Just to finish the parkour. I've not done this parkour. They've refreshed it since last time I've done it. Completed it, rather, you know. There we go. Checkpoint 3. How many are there? I think probably 4. And then you have the end, so 5 checkpoints technically if you count the end. Okay. Okay. I think you can make that, right? Yeah, there we go. I do wonder who has, like, the fastest time on these parkours and how do they do it. Like, there's gotta be somebody that's just dedicated to figuring out the fastest ways to finish all the Hypixel, the Hypixel, parkours. I don't even know where I was going with that one. Jumping off the ledge is not the play, though. I can tell you that much. Oh, man, my voice is already starting to crack. That's not great. Okay. Hey, did any of you guys go see the new Superman movie? And if so, what did you guys think? I didn't watch it yet, but I heard it was good. I might be too slow for this thing. Okay. That's checkpoint 5. Maybe there's one more spot now? I don't know. I mean... Yeah, we're coming back down. We ought to be near the end. Not that I'm in a hurry to finish parkour. It's just... I do think it's got to be coming to an end soon, right? Is it way longer than I really thought it was? It is. We're at checkpoint 6 now. Oh boy. It's good. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it, Derek. Thank you. Over. And there it is. Okay. Took me almost 5 minutes to do the parkour. That should tell you guys something. That should tell you guys something right there. I should make food. That's relatable. I'm kind of hungry. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I am not gonna lie. Admiral, thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. Okay, chat. I think I should do at least one more game. We'll see how I feel after that, but one more round. And I don't mean like just a little round. Like, it's gotta be... It can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna play once, and then like, if I die in the first 5 seconds, then it's that. But, like, I wanna play one more proper round. So if I can last long enough to, like, not get absolutely obliterated, then we're fine. But I do want to do one more. Admiral, are you wanting to watch anything tonight, by the way? One more than take a break. Yeah, I mean, I could just take a break, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm pretty tired, in all honesty. I don't know what's wrong with me. This is a common topic. It's really tempting to go kill you, but I'm not going to. I'm going to assume that we're all not going to sweat. I'm going to assume that we're all not going to sweat, and I'm not going to get absolutely obliterated by that dude. Hopefully. I'm down, alright. Submit spam person taxes. You know what? I should create a daily tax submission for YouTube. I think I know a way that I can do it through StreamerBot, so it shouldn't be too bad. I may try. We'll see. Pro BedWars player Technoblade himself would fear you. I don't know if I'd go that far, but maybe. Possibly. Yeah, we'll go with that. Good spread of upgrades. Helps me set up early game, I guess. I want to go for iron armor next, I think. And also, I want to go with some endstone over top of everything, just to make my bed a little less enticing to anybody passing by. Oops. Okay. I did my first webcam stream since 23 today. Hey, how'd that go, dude? How did that go? Alright, let's go this way. I was doing that intentionally, chat. I was doing that intentionally, okay? Trust me. I just wanted to make you guys clutch your pearls for a second. Why were you clutching your pearls when I did that? I don't know, but you were. Hello, Hatboro, welcome on in. It's good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Boop. Okay, I'm just gonna do that because I can't tell what I'm doing. Oh! You scared me! Holy cow, you are comboing me. GG's, dude. Wow. Okay, let's do one more. We'll do one more. My number 2 spot, W. We love a wait, are you in number 2 right now? I would assume Spicy's probably number 1 because he's been here the longest. He camps number 1 anyway. Felt weird OBS kept crashing when I'd add my webcam to more than one source, which was a problem with my vertical and horizontal. I see. Interesting. Are you using Atom or are you using Stream Elements Live? Are you streaming tomorrow? Probably not. Not unless I just get really inspired to. Which I might, who knows. But I really want to work on videos for you guys because I really feel bad that I've not done any videos in forever. So I want to try to put out a video or two to, or work on them tomorrow if I can. I don't have time to chat. I have to go to sleep. All right, no worries. Thanks for popping in. It was good seeing you. Hopefully you get plenty of rest, and we'll see you again in the future. Admiral, I don't know what's going on with the bot, but it is busted. It won't post our Discord link either. So, I'm gonna have to try to fix that, I guess. I don't know if Streamlabs is being a little goofy or what. Okay. I'm gonna call its mom. Okay, I fixed it. Webcam driver needed an update. I see, okay. That is fair. Okay. I get it. I'm not supposed to be playing right now. Man, I was getting whooped. Okay. I'm Hypixel level 20. Nice. I didn't know that was a thing. I had no clue that was a thing. There's a lot of achievements that I need to try to get sometime. Try using fireball when facing down or while running or jumping. I'm aware of TNT launchers and fireball launchers. I just don't like doing them. The only time I actually do that kind of stuff is when people are sweating and I need to sweat against them. I like to play games casually. I'm not overtly competitive. Like, I like being competitive sometimes, but only if that's, like, the only way I'm gonna be able to play the game, you know? Sweating is just not as fun to me. I'm gonna go eat. I may be back if you're still alive. I'm actually getting ready to wrap up soon, so you won't be missing much. Let's see. But definitely go get some good eats, okay? Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. There's BedWars cosmetics. Interesting. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up now. Let me see if there's anybody that we can raid. Sweating means you gotta take a shower and you're afraid of those. So common sense says don't sweat. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you for stream. Well, I can't really stream without you guys. I mean, I sort of can, but I really can't at the same time. You know, I could, it would just not be as fun, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Let's see. Who's live? I don't know. I don't really... let's... Let's go say out of silence. They're playing... hardcore, it looks like. What's the worst that could happen there, right? For YouTube, you guys are just gonna wrap up here. You go watch whatever's in your recommended that you guys want to watch. You can watch one of my videos if you'd like. Those are cool too. Yeah, appreciate you all though. Seriously, it's been a lot of fun. I know it was a shorter stream for both Twitch and YouTube. Twitch had an extra hour of me where I was talking about the King SMP survey I sent out, but you know, a lot of that wouldn't have been great for YouTube content, in my opinion. So that may be turned into a video. We'll see. I appreciate you all for being here, though. Seriously. I'll catch you Monday. We'll be back by then, definitely. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.